Time that they have grown up, the younger son thus asked his father for his fair share of the father inheritance. The father did as requested. However, not long after that, the prodigal son went away with all his fortune and belongings to different places, seeking all the fun and pleasure. So now let us all have a look at the short choreography. The son and servants till the land and feed the swines. Hours later, the father comes and visits them at the field. On his inspection, everyone sweats with toil, except his younger son. At home, the elder son just returned home after work and have a small talk with his father. His father tells him to freshen up himself and have his supper. After some time, the younger son comes home, but he walks straight to his room without looking at his father. While alone, Satan appears and tempts the younger son to ask for his inheritance from his father without fail. Suddenly, his father enters his room and asks him about his work. on hearing them talking loudly, the older son enters the room and interrupts the conversation. But to their surprise, his young son asks for his portion of inheritance from him without any delay. His father fulfills his demand. The young son then leaves home immediately. Upon receiving his portion of the inheritance, the younger son travels to a distant country where he indulges in extravagant living. The younger son soon indulges himself in drinks, gambles, and spending his money lavishly. However, it isn't long before he realizes that he has exhausted all his wealth, leaving him with no money at all. While loitering around the streets, he meets his close friends. The prodigal son ask help from them. But sadly, they ignored him and pretend as if they do not know him at all. To satisfy his hunger, he soon begins to search for job no matter what it takes. Initially, he meets a farmer. The prodigal son requests him for job, but sadly, he rejects him. Later, he meets the swine owner. Being requested badly by the younger son, he later hired him as the swineherd. The younger son, without any hesitation, just to satisfy his hunger, soon began to eat along with the swines. Later, he soon realizes and comes to his senses that he has committed a huge sin. So finally, he decides to go back home and ask for his father's forgiveness.
Father, I have sinned. Help me find my way. Remember not my sins. Just let me hear you say, I forgive you, I love you, you are mine. Take my hand, go in peace, sin no more.
The younger son starts admitting his sins and declaring himself unworthy of being his father's son. However, the son does not even finish before his father accepts him back wholeheartedly without any hesitation. At home, upon reaching home, the father calls for his servants. The father orders them to dress his son in the finest robe available, get a ring for his finger, and sandals for his feet, and also to slaughter the fatted calf for a celebratory meal. Meanwhile, the older son, who is at work in the field, hears the sound of celebration. The older son is told by a fellow servant about the return of his younger brother. He is not impressed and becomes angry. He even refuses to join the celebration. The Satan then appears again, but this time he tempts the older son. on seeing his son's refusal to join the celebration, he asks him to enter inside and meet his brother, but the elder son refuses angrily. His father pleads with his older son to try to understand his joy over the return of what he had lost. It was like his younger son had been dead and was alive again. He had been lost and now was found. Hence the celebration was necessary. Lastly, the two brothers meet and hug each other wholeheartedly as one happy family. This short choreography is based on the parable of the prodigal son or the lost son, which is found in the New Testament of the Bible in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, verses 11 to 32. The parable of the prodigal son is one of the greatest redemption stories ever told, a story filled with mercy and grace. It is a parable of how God views us and how we can choose to repent and turn to God or reject Him. To conclude, the participants who are involved in this short choreography are Latedor as the father, One Plea as the prodigal son, Neskem as the older son, Banshan, Nafisabeth, Pitkup, and Amita as the servants, John Paul as the farmer, Hami Banjab as the Satan, Rimeyaka, Ban Piralin, Pinsuk, Banshan, and Emmanuel as the prodigal son's friends, Marcus as the swine owner, Sindong Lang, Lapin Tibet Dor, Medan Ringkat, Hame Bantay, Desire, and Yadon Bok as the swines. Thank you.